Delivery for Caden? Good morning.
Oh, good morning, bro.
Let's go see some cars. Dang, they put Jeff front and center. This is like the sickest little vibe back here. It is hard to show you on camera, but it is like, this building is super good for photos. Jeff! Oh, you're vlogging too!
Who am I?
Hey, I saw you got the front and center spot.
Yeah, I don't know why they're leaving them open.
It might be because you own a Murcielago that we were talking about. We forget, like, we're numb to you owning a Mercy. Like, we think it's pretty normal, but you own a Murcielago. That's a pretty big deal, I think.
I like to pinch myself every once in a while, too.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. We're here at 4 Till 4, a little car event that I've shown you guys in a lot of videos. And today's supposed to be a really good event. We got here early, so we got a lot of cars to see. 2 3RSs, a .1, a .2, and NSX. I'm gonna show you guys some things. So we've been here for like 10 minutes and a loft rolled up right as we got here, right next to us. So that's really all we've been looking at. But that's a sensible decision. This race car just rolled up, this like 993. You guys have seen that before though. So I'll try to find some new stuff for you and then a couple actually good FRSs. I gotta give it to them. Alright guys, we're posted up here next to a 4C Spider. And I was literally just telling them, I drove one of these quite a while ago. And it was such a good experience. And people, I feel like, sleep on these cars. And I think they definitely have their issues. As far as the day-to-day car is the absolute most impractical vehicle you can buy. Now, as far as a lightweight driver's car, that is it. It is such a fun car to drive. Yes, it's 4-cylinder, but it sounds good. Supposedly it has understeer, but honestly, when I drove it, a very underrated car. Now, they are kind of expensive, so I get it, but I probably will pick one of these up one day. Mark my words. A HUAYRA BC just rolled up. Actually, a HUAYRA Roadster. What kid is this? Cody, say hi. Yay! Someone's putting use to my garage. That's where I park my bike. Guys, I have a very special guest. This is Mario Casamani, my ex-roommate. He's my brother. We're not blood, but we're working on it. But we're at the Pavs meet again, and it's probably really windy, so I'm gonna go now. Thanks, guys. Just here to ruin my day and just remind me that I made bad decisions. That is what I care about, ladies and gentlemen. I've made a decision that I will buy one of these. Like, I still want one. And it's gonna be a car where when I sell my next car, I'm gonna think about it. So I'm gonna have one. Look at the CTSV wagon on straight dragsters. Oh my God. I like that color very much. All right, so as you guys know, the replacement of the GT4 has been pending for a while, and this upcoming week, most likely I'll be picking it up. Now, Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, then the next Sunday is Cars and Copters, which is like one of the biggest California car events of the year, a car event that I've been to before. Did Rory just... My dog just hit play on my phone. And so I think what I'm gonna try to do is bear through another couple more days, 4 more days without a car. I'll bike some places, not worried about it. And then I'm gonna set up picking up the car while I'm out there. That way I just go out there, we'll do Cars and Coffee, we'll be there for the weekend, we'll see some friends, film some super cool content, and get to cruise around with the new car. I'm going to bed right now, we're gonna continue this vlog the next day. I have no idea what we're doing. First ever bean experience right now, ex Emma Chamberlain.
Whoa, that is really good. Here.
Was I lying?
No.
That's good.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, we're going to lunch. My nice coffee tasters have beautiful cars. Jay's R8 has been in a video before, if you guys ever saw that. This is their supercharged E92 that uses my buddy Mario, who's in this vlog's old supercharger. It's got this Navigator Lincoln spec executive legroom delete. This is awesome. As a joke, you need to put something like a pillow here or something for people's feet. A, it sounds phenomenal. Stupid fast. And
brake kit.
He drives just like a BMW driver. Perfect. Hey, let me know, anyone out there who either has or someone they know has done headers on their E92 or E90.
They say they sound really
Does
good.
it do anything? That's what we're here to know. We're going to food right now. This car's really fast. I actually, ironically, drove essentially a car with the supercharger years ago. So it's good to be back in the supercharger again. The cleanest Ford Raptor Shelby.
I want a Raptor so bad.
Look at this thing. It even says how much horsepower it has. There's a dyno on the car. TRX or this, guys? Let me know. I take the TRX. been a while since we've done a little sit down bit, so let's do a sit down bit because I have things to talk about. I put on my Instagram story earlier to add to this video because I'm gonna give you guys my personal opinions on best cars to buy under 25 grand, under 100 grand, under 500 grand, and under $3 million. Now, I section them off between usability and then weekend slash collectible, either or, sometimes both, right? Some of these cars I wouldn't recommend driving every day under the budget that I chose, and then some of these cars needed to be usable every day. Maybe you're out there and your budget's $3 million and you've been stressing about what to buy and you are in your palace watching a Driven by Jordan video, which just seems like a big waste of your time. You seem like you have better things to do, but if you are, I got you. Before I tell you guys what I chose, we're gonna go see what you guys chose. Keep in mind, this is on Driven by Jordan, so I'm not like that famous on there, you know what I mean? So, under $25,000. Kieran, I'm sure you guys know Kieran. Kieran said Audi S5, not bad. I'm gonna assume you could probably buy a B8 under 25 grand, maybe, high mileage. E92 M3, sorta true. You're gonna probably have to buy an E93 M3 with a lot of miles. Supercharged E90 M3, you will not find that for 25 grand, Steven, but maybe an E90 M3. Golf GTI WRX or BRZ, good. A Mark 7 GTI would get a really, really well spec'd, like a really clean Mark 7 GTI. You might be able to pick up a Mark 7 Golf R. It'd be hard right now. 997 Cayman, 997 Cayman, a clean OEM E30 or E36 M3. A Ford Lightning, E90 M3, Miata FRS, Corolla hatch. Nice one, Cody, that one's great. Miata FRS is good, but that's gonna fall more into the weekend category. 340i because same motor as Mark 5 Supra. Not bad. All right, now moving on to the $100,000 category. This is a tough category because so many different cars, new and used, fall into this category. Manual F80, yeah. AMG GTS, that's a really good car at that price. Model Y Performance, interesting. GT3, barely a 997. Some 996s are above there. RS7, I think, yeah, the previous gen RS7, like if you get like an RS7 Performance later year, that's gonna be a good car. 981 GT4, solid, good call. E63, if it's a wagon, yes. If it's an S-Wagon, yes. R35, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. Ferrari 355 GTS manual with challenge grille. That's fair. I don't know prices on those, but I'm gonna trust you, Max. I did see one driving down Scottsdale Boulevard the other day, and they're really cool cars. I used to hate them, and now I love them. Camaro ZL1, 1LE. Yeah, you can get one for way cheaper than 100, unless you buy a new one. .1 Carrera GTS. Yeah, you could probably pick one up for 100, I'd say. GT4, good call. New M5 Comp, F90, good call. F1 Super Snake, interesting. F80 M3, Caden, way above the budget, sure. You can almost buy two of them. W205 C63, Cody, really bad shout. Just not a good car. They look awesome, they look awesome. Honestly, I would give up their just subpar driving for an Edition 1. I love the Edition 1s as long as it doesn't have yellow striping all over it. And then a 1970 Mustang Boss 302, cannot relate, but just because I don't know anything about that. This is where it's gonna get fun. This is the $500,000 category. Really weird pricing. Twin Turbo Performante. I actually didn't think of a Twin Turbo V10 because I didn't pick a Huracan because I felt it was just lacking in that budget. Twin Turbo Performante, oh my God, it'd be such a good car with comfort seats. Yeah, that's good, that's a good shout. McLaren 765, Kieran, you missed the mark there just a little bit. Pista or STO? Pista, good shout, STO. Cool, but I'm pretty sure those are like 800 right now just because they're asking $90 million over. GT2 RS, I'm gonna assume .1 or .2, or I'm gonna assume 991.2, or 992 GT3 with a few hundred K in the front. That's clever, that's clever. 991.2 GT2 RS, 2RS is gonna be a good shout. 765, Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Very odd answer for the $500,000 category, but great car. Aventador SV, it's much to drive, that's the word. It's so much to drive. Very fun for 10 minutes. 458 Speciale, that's a good shout. We've gotten to RS a bunch, Max, but F458 is a really good shout. I think coupes, you could still find a coupe under 500. 48 Pista, good. Murcielago SV, could you get one under 500? I don't know. .2 3RS, good shout. 991.2 2RS, 812, interesting shout. I like that. Black Series. The new Black Series, just doesn't do it for me. I don't know, it looks great. It's a great car, just the price. Ferrari Pista, solid. Coming from Patrick, the Ferrari man himself. F80M, I hate you, Caden. I hate you. Now I'm realizing what Caden's doing. He's putting F80M3 on all these. Aventador SV Roadster, Cody, get out of here. I know that's your honest answer too. You're not allowed to post that. 765LT, okay, why do people, come on guys. More people need to appreciate the 675LT. Now, this is a very weird category, especially when we get to my answers where I wrote down usability. We'll get there. I'm gonna try to go through this quick. HUAYRA BC or Chiron, good call. A lot of people are gonna say Chiron. I feel like Chirons are more than 3 million though. I feel like you'd be hard pressed to find a $3 million Chiron. Now, I could be wrong. I haven't looked at Chirons. I just know a lot. I've seen a lot of them sell for over 4. I'm pretty sure the MSRP on those is over 4. I could be wrong. LaFerrari or Chiron. LaF is a good call. 3 P1 Steven, yes. Zonda, good call. I'm not sure how many Zondas you could pick up for 3 million. I don't know the market at all. McLaren P1, Singer, Porsche, and pocket the rest, good call. A 918 Spider, good shout. Bugatti Chiron, good answers. Here are my answers. $25,000. I have a usable category and a weekend / collectible category. For usability, I said, I think the gen is called GR. There's another gen, but that might be for the WRX. I'm not a Subi guy, so this is the internet. But like 2006 to 11 or something like that. The WRX STI hatch, I'm a huge fan of that car. You can find them decent ones for 25 grand. I think that's a super good buy, especially long-term with what the JDM market's doing. And that's just in the usable category. High mileage E90 M3. So back to what I said, you can find them. Is that a usable car though? I don't know. If it was really well taken care of, I think so. And then a Mark 7 Golf R. I could probably buy one for 25 right now. Weekend collectible. Keep in mind, if any of these you're like, that's not collectible, don't forget weekend. If that's not a weekend car, collectible. Or both. FRS BRZ, I don't think that's a bad weekend car, especially if you do like a nice little build, some suspension. They're good cars, they're good cars. I used to love to drive Tanner's turboed car. I love that thing. E36 and E46 M3. E46s are going up so much in value right now, it's gonna be tough to find a decent one. And E36, you get a really nice one for 25. S2000, very collectible, not a bad weekend car. 25K barely gets you a decent one at this point. And then a W204 C63. Those are really cool collectible cars, I think, to this day. I think that's up there with the C60, with the E92s, one of Mercedes' famous V8. It's just a good car. I think they're pretty cool. 75 grand, usability, F80 M3 comp. You could also do a CS, which is what I would do if you wanted to use that whole budget, or if you could save some money and get a comp. RS5 Sportback, good car. Giulia Quadrifoglio, phenomenal. You get a beautiful, even like a facelifted one for 75 grand, or an RS3. A weekend collectible car, 981 Cayman GTS, 996 Turbo, going up in value. Those might fall out of this bracket in the next year or so, my guess. E30 M3 would be a very cool collectible car for 75 grand. M3 CS, put that in there. C706, very good weekend car, very high performance for the money. And then M2 Comp. I just kind of left that out of the usability because it's 2-door. You could use it plenty fine. $100,000. This one's easy, and then the next one's where it gets weird. Usability, E63S wagon, baby, have to. F90 M5 Comp, which we heard earlier, and I put a Ram TRX. If you like your Raptors, you could get a really nice, probably even a new gen Raptor, the brand new ones. But I would take a TRX. Not even a truck guy, but give me a 700 horsepower truck with some Alcantara, some carbon fiber, and a supercharger, I am there. Weekend collectible, 981 GT4, had to add that in there. Facelift first gen R8, a 996 GT3, you can find it under 100. It's tough, but still if you find one, super solid. Old gen NSX, very collectible, super cool weekend car. $500,000, usable car. I would have put the 488 Pista because that's my favorite car ever. I feel like it's a little much. It's just the 488 platform, which is so usable, but it's perfect because they made a car to fill this spot on the usability category, the F8 Tributo. Or I figured a 991.2 Speedster be a perfect car in that category. Collectible as well. Weekend collectible, 488 Pista, .2 GT2 RS, 997 GT3 RS 4.0. Like I said, I found a couple. I didn't find any under 500K, but I found a like 1,500 mile example right above 500K, so I figured you could find one. I'm sure you could find one under 500. 458 Speciale Coupe, and then the McLaren 675LT roof scoop. This is where it got weird. This is where we're gonna end out today's video. The 3 million category. It got weird because I had usable car in here, and it was tough, but I think I nailed it. And don't worry, on some of these cars I didn't use all the budget. I tried my best to get close to the top of the budget, but I will make adjustments, hear me out. have to have the Koenigsegg Gamera in there. I can actually tell you, out of these three, I would take a Koenigsegg Gamera no problem for the usability category over the next two that I chose. One of these is actually a pretty cool shout that I thought of. I don't know how I thought of it, but I did. 918 Spider. Now I know 918 Spider is not 3 million, but I'm sure if you could find some super rare CXX option PTS car, we could get closer. And an Aston Martin 177. How drivable it is, I don't know, but I figured it was an Aston, and I figured they're always usually pretty drivable, so I figured I'd throw that in there. Weekend collectible. Now, I don't have any price info on these. I think they've only made 2 so far. I don't even know if they're gonna sell the packages for future clientele, or I don't know anything about it. I just know I've seen them, and they're the most beautiful things in the world. A McLaren P1 HDK. I figured I'd do the HDK because there's like 2 million, $1.5 million budget to spare here. And I just hope you could get an HDK for that. I don't know, but oh my, I'm gonna put a photo up right here. Just because we all need to look at it. In that spec, that's it. I need that now. Okay, Ferrari F40, I just figured like a super mint car. I'm sure you could bump above 2 million. Or of course the HUAYRA BC. To drive, the P1 would be the pinnacle, but I still think a HUAYRA BC is just such an art piece, especially in the collectability category. Oh, let me know if you guys like these kind of sit-down videos. Look, I set up a little car section here in my little office. You know, I got my Gunther Works clock. I got an R8 GT because I couldn't find an R8 to match my R8 that I had. I got my NS Flex plate, the plate that came on the GT4 when I bought it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to pick up the replacement of the GT4 in exactly 6 days. I will be at Cars and Copters. I will see you guys at Cars and Copters, and you guys are gonna be there. My new car will be there. Probably won't be in the show because I'm not gonna register it since I'm not 100% sure everything will go well, but my car will be there for any fans that run into me and wanna see the car. It will probably not be announced by then anyway, so you guys will find out what car I got before then. Hopefully everything works out. I'll be in California this weekend picking it up and driving it home. I'm very excited. Road trip content to come. Subscribe and bye.